inside the circus here, they're currently exploiting animals. Among those is camels, ponies, a pig, and even a dog. Most people, they go to the circus because they love animals. But unfortunately, when we go to the circus, we're actually paying for animals to be exploited for entertainment. The people who run the circus, their interest isn't in helping animals. Their interest is in exploiting them for profit, using them to entertain people. So when you go to the circus, you're actually supporting hurting animals, even though you probably think that you're loving them. Your interest is based on love. Try to think about what the animals go through to become these objects for entertainment. And instead of visiting them at a circus or a zoo, consider going to like a farmed animal sanctuary, taking care of them. You can work in a rescue or a shelter. There's so many ways we can enjoy animals and actually help them instead of harming them.
My name is Sylvie Pomictor. I'm with Voice of the Animals. We're here today for all the circus animals who are beaten, shocked, whipped, and abused by trainers behind the scenes who use fear and intimidation to coerce them to perform and give rides to patrons out of fear and punishment. Camels and ponies are shackled, chained, and harnessed and stuffed into cramped hot trucks and trailers, tempered across the country and used for entertainment. These animals are forced to perform and carry patrons on their back while plodding in circles for hours and hours a day. These circus animals have the same feelings as our pets, our dogs and cats. They experience fear, pain, happiness, sadness, loneliness, physical and psychological abuse. Bears don't ride bicycles. Elephants don't stand on their heads. The animals in circuses, people assume that they're having fun, but they're really not. They've been conditioned and programmed for years. They were beaten and abused for years to learn these tricks. So it's just something that parents tell their children that these animals are happy, but they really aren't. They don't want to be in circuses. As I mentioned, people want to take their children to the circus to see how animals act, but these animals don't act like that in the wild. It's just like children love dinosaurs, but they never really see a real dinosaur. They might go to the Smithsonian Institute and see the bones of the dinosaurs. They might watch YouTube videos of dinosaurs and pictures of dinosaurs, but they don't have to see these animals. And if they want to see animals, they can go to, there are a lot of wildlife sanctuaries and animal sanctuaries that you can see the animals in the wild, to see how they act. And I'll guarantee you one thing, they don't ride bicycles when they're living in the wild. And it's a great beauty to see. Someday, I feel that we won't have animals in circuses. We've already seen a significant change with Ringling Brothers and Bailey stop using animals for the reason of animal cruelty, because the public has told them they feel uncomfortable having animals in circuses, so Ringling doesn't use animals anymore. And of course, Circus Soleil doesn't use animals, and several other circuses don't use animals. So I see a day when we won't have animals in circuses at all. And in Germany, for example, they are using animal holograms in circuses. It's really a beautiful sight to see the horses running around, elephants running around in the ring, and they all are holograms. So I think it's time to get these animals out of the circuses and send them to sanctuaries where they could live their lives in peace and be happy.
But historically, just circuses in general, there's a big thing with them usually exploiting elephants. And the main way they do that is through violence, because, elephants don't really like to listen to us. They kind of do their own thing. So it's very commonplace that they have to use violence to subject these animals, to subjugate them, to do what they want. Whenever you have to force someone to do something, in that case would be an elephant, then it's not really in their best interest, is it? If they're doing something they don't really want to do, they're just doing because you're violent toward them, then perhaps there's something wrong there, right? So circuses aren't the only ways that animals are exploited. There's also the meat, dairy, and egg industry, in which animals are exploited for the things that come out of their bodies, or even their flesh itself. They're killed for their flesh. So it's important to consider other ways animals are exploited too, and try to stop supporting those as well.
It's not right that people use animals for entertainment because they're held captive all their lives and they spend their whole life traveling from one state to the other in boxcars or trucks. Their diet is not good, it's substandard. All the ways they use to train them are all barbaric. They use electric shocks and bull hooks and whips and everything. And even if they should be in their natural environment, that they just had an earthquake in California, and in San Diego they're still getting the aftershocks. And in the San Diego Zoo, they had on national television, they showed how the elephants are surrounding the baby elephants to protect them. So that's how sensitive these animals are. We have no right to abuse them like we do. It's 2025. What's going on? Come on, grow up. Depend on your human talent for entertainment. Don't exploit animals. Gandhi is well quoted. He said, "A nation is judged by the way it treats its animals." That's Mahatma Gandhi. I agree with that.